Hey guys, Evan Prince here, back with more Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. This is episode 30, 2 episodes, still the halfway point. And with it, last episode, we were promised genocide. And oh boy, do I hope this comes through with that. Checking things, and we're all good. Right. Ignoring my mild clumsiness, looks like it's going to be a good episode. We had Scar meet Dr. Marco, who I mistook for someone else, whose name I am spacing on. Dr. Tucker. Shao Tucker. Is he a doctor? You know, that guy. And yeah. So without any further ado, let's just get into this. Ow. That was a bit loud.
So you've decided to become a soldier after all?
Is that
After
his
all
father?
the proof I need, you're not ready to learn flame alchemy.
But sir, I am. It's the only thing left. I mean, haven't I already mastered the fundamentals of alchemy?
Of course you have. And I regret even teaching you that much, now that I know who you plan on using it for.
I mean, there's a reason that fire magic is outlawed in the Witcher.
Alchemy should be used for the people, shouldn't it? Master, our country is constantly under threat from all sides. The military needs alchemists. It's a matter of defending our homes. If we don't help
I'm
them...
tired of hearing that vile rhetoric.
I can't stand to see you like this. There's no reason for a man of your stature to suffer in this kind of squalor. If you would simply join the military, you could get grants for your research. You could...
I don't need a grant for something I've already completed.
You finished your research?
What was
I've
he?
created the most powerful alchemy. It would only cause tragedy if I placed it in the wrong hands. And now that I've finished it, I've allowed myself to grow complacent. We alchemists are hungry creatures. We must continue the hunt for knowledge as long as we live. If we forgo pursuing the truth, then we allow ourselves to die. Trust me, I've been dead for a long time.
Master!
Oh, that is
Are you alright?
not
Master
good.
Hawkeye!
Look after my daughter.
So
She's
that's
in
why.
possession of my research. Look after her.
So that's why he's so close with Hawkeye. Yep, the Ishvalan
You've done
War.
so much. I don't think I can ever thank you enough.
It's the least I could do, after everything he's taught me. You should take this. You can call me in the military if you need to.
That's weird seeing her with such short
Let me
hair.
guess. You also don't approve of me becoming a soldier.
Damn,
My father
he was
told me soldiers are
45.
left to die like trash on the side of the road. That may be, but I know it's the only way to make a difference. And I know I'll never be happy if I don't try to make this country a better place. Man, that must have sounded pretty childish, huh?
Not at all. There's nothing childish about caring. I'd like to believe that you're serious about this. That you really do care.
I think he
I
does.
trust you, Roy. With my father's research.
Oh god. Can we get an explanation?
No,
for that?
Hayate. Bad dog. Sorry about that.
Don't worry, it happens all the time.
What's going on with her back?
So I heard you're working for the Fuhrer.
Yeah. Looks like things got pretty serious.
Yeah, but I didn't use it. I didn't have to. Well, I couldn't pull the trigger. It's pathetic, huh? If I just... Well, I was just useless.
Tell me what happened.
know, Scar, I found out he murdered Winry's parents. She could have shot him, but deep down, I knew that would be wrong. And all of a sudden, that gun seemed like something evil. Next thing I knew, I stopped her. I honestly think she would have shot him if I hadn't been there. She could hardly stop crying once he got the gun away. And it's my fault. I've got no resolve. I only managed to make things worse.
You're just dwelling on this stuff because you made it back alive. You need to stay focused on living. That's how you'll help Winry. How else can you protect her? I mean, after all, you love her, don't you?
Oh my God.
It's not like that. We've just been friends since we were little kids, and she's like family to me. I mean, of course, I'm gonna protect her, you know?
What happened with Scar? I'm sorry. This only added to your burdens.
I've gotta ask, does it ever feel like a burden to you?
I've lost the right to look at it that way, so I'd be wrong to complain. I'm not proud of it. But I've killed too many to feel sorry for myself. Besides, I can't deny that I'm the one who chose this path.
You mean Ishval? Can I ask you about that? Would it be all right?
You can hear both
It's
sides.
time to confess. Tell me your sins. What did you do to my people?
Ishval is a harsh and barren country, filled with rocks and sand. Considering the terrain, it's not surprising that it would give birth to such a stringent religion. Or that its people would be so earnest and resolute. It's only natural that a faction of the population would protest the country's annexation by Amestris. Their mistrust was soon
Hey, Andy.
justified. That one bullet changed everything. Their mistrust turned to outrage, and dissidence spread like a contagion.
Awful.
It soon escalated into a civil war, and the fighting lasted 7 long years.
Wow.
Until a simple one-page document determined the Ishvalan's fate. Executive Order 3066. The official order to initiate the Ishvalan War of Extermination.
Nothing like a good artillery drums, noise, Alchemist, and someone
It
else.
was like hell on earth. The air was tainted with the smell of human decay, and the desert sand soaked up the blood like a sponge.
That was awful.
Most combat is blind. A normal soldier might fire erratically without a clear target in mind. But it's
Sniper.
different for snipers. Someone is sure to die when we pull the trigger. Where other soldiers don't always have a direct line of sight on the effects of their actions, snipers do. And, of course, the state alchemists.
Listen here. I am the Iron Blood Alchemist, Boss Grod. Iron and blood. I am both soldier and weapon. Now stand down. I am the only man able to take the lead in this battle.
I know this is Wrathstone, but
They took my leg! Those savage Ishvala dogs! Damn them! Damn them!
is that
Hey,
the
Roy!
Silver Alchemist?
Roy Mustang! So you got deployed too. Well, it's good to see you. Although, you've changed since the last time I saw you.
Really?
I could say the same, Hughes. You have the eyes of a killer.
Yeah. Look at this country. It's not exactly the future we imagined when we were at the academy.
Yeah. I guess that future could never be. Captain, you have a letter.
Oh, thank you.
From his wife.
What?
Yep.
What's wrong? I've still got a beautiful future. And her name is Gracia. She's patiently waiting at Central for the day I can come home.
Oh, God.
All alone. Oh, how long before some jerk puts the moves on her? Gracia would never do that to me. She'd never have an affair like that. But she is all alone.
Hey, Hughes, I got a little advice for you. It happens in movies and novels all of the time. The soldiers who never shut up about their girls back home, they don't make it.
Not funny, Roy. All right, then. I can make it through this day. This letter is all I need.
Just gotta make
I
it
can
through
think
the
about
next one
tomorrow
after that.
again. Even if this
Guess I'll see
damn
you tomorrow.
battlefield might not let me see it.
I can't picture any way out of this war. No matter how much military force we throw at it, the desert seems to just suck it up like water. All of this destruction. For what purpose? All that's left is sand.
True. It seems a little excessive to suppress an uprising.
Hello, Hawkeye.
Hello, Major Mustang. Long time no see. Do you still remember me?
Damn this war. Even her. She has the eyes of a killer, too.
Full Metal Alchemist.
So,
Full Metal
by
Alchemist.
the whole back scars or tattoos.
Maybe you can answer this, Major. Why are we being ordered to kill citizens when we should be the ones protecting them? I thought alchemy was meant to be used to help people. So why is it being used to kill them instead?
Because
There's
that's the
some
job
Pac-Man.
we state alchemists have been given to do. You ask why we're
Oh,
here
God.
killing these
Hello,
people instead of
Crimson.
protecting them? Because this is a war and that's what soldiers do.
Yeah,
Isn't
well,
that right?
civilian
You think
casualties
this is our job?
aren't
To cause tragedy?
Well, that's how it seems.
normally smiled
But
on.
let's see. Tell me, miss. You're not very happy to be here, are you? Well, you don't appear to be. But can you honestly tell me, in that split second when you take down an enemy, you don't allow yourself to feel the slightest tinge of satisfaction and pride in your skills? Well, Miss Marksman,
That's enough, Kimberly!
I'll tell you what I don't get. Did you people expect something different? You act like you're surprised, like you didn't choose this.
There's a difference
Did you
between
put on that uniform
serving your
thinking you wouldn't
country
be asked to
and
kill?
committing
The
genocide.
one thing worse than death is to avert your eyes from it. Look straight at the people you kill. Don't take your eyes off them for a second. And don't ever forget them, because I promise that they won't forget you. Oh, too bad there's the bell. Time for me to get back to work.
I've got to head out too. See you later, Roy.
Hughes, can you tell me why you fight?
It's simple. I don't want to die. That's the only reason. The reasons are always simple.
That's not a bad reason to fight. Dear God, please let
If that's so, what the hell is the reason for this war?
The reason? There is one. But it's worse than you can imagine.
Experimentation.
You took the lives of my people to create a philosopher's stone? What happened to this stone?
The
was given to Major Zolf J. Kimbley. He was known as the Crimson Alchemist.
What's his
Did you see what this man looked like? Did he have black hair and cold eyes? Yes. My brother. Keep talking. Everything changed. That single
Inclination
stone
attack.
turned the battle around.
What a beautiful sound. It doesn't get any better than that. I can feel it deep in my bones. Like a part of me I never noticed before. That sound is an extension of my being. And this
Hello,
land, this
psychopath.
land that's governed by death, I will paint it red with this shard of destruction. I couldn't dream of a more fulfilling job.
What variation of alchemy even
Such a
is
beautiful sound! Like a symphony! This stone is amazing!
that? So how'd he get...
It didn't take long after that. The
Thrown in
Ishvalans
jail.
were slaughtered. With no other options, the Ishvalans surrendered. The High Priest of Ishvala, Log Lo, offered himself to the Fuhrer on behalf of his people.
So, you're asking me to take your life in place of the remaining tens of thousands of Ishvalans?
That's correct. I stand.
How arrogant of you. Do you sincerely believe that your single life is equivalent to the remaining multitude of your followers? Your stature has gone to your head. The life of any individual human is only worth one life. That's all. Nothing more and nothing less. Your life is not enough to call off the extermination.
How can you be so inhuman? You will suffer the hammer of
He's
God!
not
You
human.
say? Now this is intriguing. How much longer do you think your God plans to wait before unleashing his fury? Just how many thousands of lives must I take before he decides to strike me down?
You're a monster!
Open your eyes. God is nothing more than a construct created by man to inspire fear and promote order. If you wish to see me struck down for all these atrocities, use your own hands to do so, not God's.
And that's it.
Just a bit of
The
trauma.
war soon ended, and we were all discharged and returned to our homes.
Now we know. We really are as expendable as garbage to them.
Yeah, the power of one man doesn't amount to much. But that doesn't matter. With what little strength I have, I'll do whatever it takes to protect the people I love. And in turn, they'll protect the ones they love.
With your pyramid scheme.
It seems like the least we tiny humans can do for each other.
So how long has Wrath known about this? Hello, Hawkeye.
So, you decided to take this path after all, even after what you went through in Ishval.
Yes, sir. If the world truly operates based on the principles of equivalent exchange, then we soldiers have plenty to give back. If this world is meant to prosper, then it is our duty to carry the bodies of the dead across a river of blood to their resting place.
From now on, I'm assigning you to be my assistant. I feel like I can trust you to watch my back. Although, I expect you understand what this means. You'll be able to shoot me in the back as well. If I ever deviate from this path, then I want you to shoot me, and I'm trusting you to do so. Do you accept my offer?
Of course I do, sir. I'll follow you into hell if you ask me to.
Yeah, well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
But even if the Colonel does become the Fuhrer, how will that change the fact that this is still a military state?
Well, it won't. The first thing we'll have to do is restore power to the Parliament. We'll take it back from the military and make it democratic again. Only after the full extent of the military's corruption has been brought to light can this country move forward.
What do you mean?
For example, those who were praised as heroes during the Ishvalan campaign will be brought to trial as war criminals. That's right. In a just, peaceful world, after all that we've done, we'll be seen as mass murderers.
And the Colonel is trying to make sure this happens? Isn't that that just like committing suicide?
For a better
The
world.
homunculi were the ones pulling the strings. They caused the Civil War.
Even if they were the ones responsible for it,
Who actually pulled
we
the
were
trigger.
the soldiers who carried it out. You should never avert your eyes from death. Never forget the people you've killed. Trust
So
me,
he took that to her.
no matter how much time passes, they will never forget the ones who killed them.
It's not right.
You
That's
don't
the way
have
it
time to
works.
start worrying about us. Your hands are already full. You need to look after your brother, Ed, and you need to get your bodies back. You better get to it. You got plenty of people waiting for that day.
I'll get our bodies back. And Al will help me.
Good night, Dr. Knox. Sorry for the intrusion.
Excuse me, Mr. Armor?
Hello.
I just wanted to thank you for your help. You saved both of our lives.
My name's not Mr. Armor. It's Alphonse Elric.
Your name is Elric?
You remember Edward Elric, don't you? The little alchemist you screamed at? Well, I'm actually his younger brother. It's kind of a long story, but I lost my body.
So you're his younger brother, huh? You probably look just like him then.
How rude! For starters, I am way taller than my brother is, and I don't have a mean face like his, and I'm a much better fighter, too. And I don't have a temper like he does. I'm a gentleman.
Oh, God.
What?
I really hope that you get your body back soon.
Oh. Well, thank you.
Oh, God. So. Oh boy, that was a hell of an episode. I'm not sure if it's. Dear God. So, for one thing, Hawkeye has a tattoo and series of scarring on her back. Her father taught Mustang, also a fire alchemist. And okay, so that's the mute button. After credits scene.
Hope you're decent, Doc. Time for your supper. Huh. It sure is quiet in here. Are you thinking about Ishbal and crying yourself to sleep?
Dear God. Bit overboard there.
The release of
Scar.
a devil into the wild ushers in the beginning of a new battle, but there is still no end to the war in sight. The young man continues to stand his ground, with hope guiding his sight beyond the horizon toward the future. Next time on Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Episode 31, The 520 Cents Promise. There is another...
Dear God, Scar, you need to get your noggin checked out. I have a feeling there's a few screws missing, broken, damaged, and just not even loose, just not there. On the bright side, they don't have a scientist who worked on the stones anymore. And Dr. Marco got his wish. Fucking hell. This episode was just a touch heavy. I mean, genocide normally is, but dear God. Anyway, if you liked the video, not sure if that's even the right thing to say. If you found it interesting, leave a like, comment, you know the drill. Anyway, playlist, Witcher content coming out soon. Gonna wait a bit until I do that, just, so I can, so it's not during such a busy time for me Anyway, until next time, this is Elvin Prince, signing out.